Hi guys, so today I will be showing you my gummy bear lab and what I did to get the three gummy bears. Here I have the normal gummy bear, the distilled water gummy bear, and the saltwater gummy bear. And for this lab, I had 2 cups of water. I had one that was filled with distilled water, and the other cup was filled with salt water. I then had 2 regular gummy bears, and I placed them each in the 2 different cups of water for 7.5 to 8 hours. Then, once I saw that enough time passed, and I definitely saw the changes in the gummy bears, I took them out of the cup and placed them on a piece of paper. From there, I labeled them and was able to see the significant differences in the gummy bears. I also took another gummy bear out of the pack and labeled it to see how much the other 2 gummy bears had changed. In this lab, I learned more about the terms osmosis and what a hypotonic solution is. A hypotonic solution is any solution that has a lower osmotic pressure than another solution. And osmosis is the movement of water molecules from an area of higher concentration to lower concentration over a semi-permeable surface. The distilled water gummy bear diffused through the bear's semi-permeable membrane, where the concentration of water molecules inside and outside the bear were the same. So after a few hours, the bear began to expand and it became very soft. This is because the gummy bear has less amount of water than the solution or the cup of water. So the hypotonic solution created equilibrium by having water flow into the gummy bear. This is why the gummy bear got much larger in size. And the gummy bear had a soft, gooey, gelatin lining around the outside when I took it out of the water cup. And I started to see that towards the last couple of hours. And as you can see, the red one in the middle is much larger than the saltwater one and the normal gummy bear. So then the gummy bear that was soaked in salt water, it shrinked only a small amount. And because the bear's gelatin construction, I think caused it to hold its shape and size and cause it to not change that much. The gummy bear acted as a semi-permeable surface and allowed water molecules to flow in and out of the gummy bear through diffusion. And as you can see, the saltwater gummy bear did not shrink as much as I thought it was going to. And a few reasons I think this could be because I did not have enough salt in the solution, or that some of the salt after I mixed into the cup, I didn't mix it all the way and the salt might have sank to the bottom, which is why, it still shrank a little bit, but I think it could have shrank more if I had a much larger salt concentration. This lab was really interesting and it was a fun way to learn about hypotonic solutions. And as you can see, the salt gummy bear they're both equally soft, and when I took them out of the cup, I really had to be careful that they didn't break in my hands. And so compared to the normal one, the water really broke down the gummy bear's shape, and not shape, but sort of form, and caused it to really become softer. So as you can see from all 3 gummy bears, the distilled water caused it to get really large, and I believe that if I kept the gummy bear in for a longer amount of time, the gummy bear could have expanded even larger, or it might have just started to break apart. And I think with the salt water, if I put in more salt and let it sit for a couple more hours, then the gummy bear might have became smaller and shrunk to an even smaller size. But that all just would have just depended if I put more salt in and left it in for a longer amount of time. But this lab was, to me, I found really interesting, and I really enjoyed putting gummy bears in and seeing the differences and seeing how much they change in size and how much the distilled water and the salt water really affected the gummy bears.